I'm Matt Bichard here at the Hay Adams in Washington, D.C. for NAREIT's 2019 CEO Forum and Advocacy Day. Joining me today is Jay Leupp, Managing Director with Lazard Asset Management. Jay, thanks so much for joining us today.
Matt, great to see you again.
Now, I'd like to start. What are some of the top themes and trends that you're seeing that are impacting global real estate markets?
Sure. Well, as always, it's great to see you, and I always want to say that the views I express are those of the Lazard Global Real Estate team, not of the platform overall. All of our groups have independent views on the outlook on the world. Nonetheless, as part of the real estate team, we see opportunities for investment worldwide. We think that sources of tension when nations are negotiating or renegotiating trade deals or negotiating other matters, things like Brexit, create opportunities when there is some degree of uncertainty, and we're seeing that really all over the world.
And to what extent is the continued uncertainty over Brexit impacting international investment, specifically in the UK property market?
Sure. It's creating opportunities not only in the UK market, but also across the continent as well. In the UK, we see opportunities in office, residential, selective retail and industrial, mostly in the London area. We think there are still some really nice opportunities, particularly down the road as these negotiations ultimately we think will be settled on terms that really work for both the UK and on the continent. On the continent, we continue to like residential opportunities, specifically in Germany. We also like selective office, retail, and industrial, depending on where we are looking across the continent.
And lastly, how are trade tensions between the U.S. and China and Mexico playing out in terms of investor interest in those countries?
Sure. Well, let me talk about the U.S. and Mexico first, because we had talked with you in the past about, before the recent agreement was actually enacted, that we thought there would be a lot of bluster both with Mexico as well as with Canada, but that the three parties, the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, would ultimately reach a deal that works for all three parties. We see that happening, and we continue to see opportunistic investments in both Mexico as well as in Canada.
And in terms of China?
China, that's a negotiation that is still going on, and as part of the Lazard Real Estate Group, we continue to see opportunities both in Hong Kong as well as in selective parts of the mainland. In China, we continue to like super high quality office in the best cities, as well as high-end residential, either for sale or rental, and selective retail opportunities as well.
Great. Jay, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Matt.
For more on this and other REIT news and information, be sure to visit NAREIT's website, REIT.com.